So I wanted to take a moment to share some words from Nina Turner. She was on CNN on 2 different appearances, and she just said everything that I was feeling, and she did a good job at explaining exactly why Donald Trump needs to be a leader, and he needs to condemn Nazism and white supremacy unequivocally, which he did not do. Not only did he wait too long to speak out, but I mean, his response has been inadequate. And when you try to draw this moral equivalence between both sides, one side that killed someone, that committed an actual act of domestic terrorism, that's just so wrong. And this is, it's really hurtful to a lot of people. I've had viewers reach out and say that, they're feeling depressed because of the events in Charlottesville. And it's times like this where we need someone to be a leader, and he's not a leader. He's proven that he's not a leader, and Nina Turner expressed exactly why this is so painful. So this is what she had to say.
What happened in Virginia is despicable and despicable in every single way, and every American of good consciousness should understand this. Lynching took place in this country, in the late 1800s all the way to the late 1960s. So this is not a lifetime ago. I can hear Nina Simone singing Mississippi Goddamn right now, and I can hear her also singing Strange Fruit right now. People need to understand that there's real flesh and blood, there's real trauma behind what happened in Charlottesville, in Virginia, for African American folks, for our Jewish sisters and brothers, and that we cannot tolerate it. And we need the president, not just in his words today, because his words today were better than he said 48 hours ago, but he still has a real opportunity to push policy. Don, he took an oath to protect this country from all enemies, foreign and domestic. Yeah. And domestic terrorism, white supremacy is real. It is painful. It is in the consciousness and the DNA of this country, and we collectively have to do something about it, starting with the President of the United States of America.
Well, you're right.
Do you understand the pain? I mean, my heart is skipping beats right now to think about all that my foreparents went through to get to this point in time in America's history, and to have in the 21st century the President of the United States not boldly stand up and say that this is wrong. People died for this, and people are in pain, having flashbacks. In the 21st century, we shouldn't be going through this. And so that is the point. The president, his daughter is not the president. I'm glad she tweeted that. Go Ivanka. But we need the President of the United States to determine in this country that this will not be accepted, period. This is painful.
Yeah, so you know where I stand on this, based on my Charlottesville video, if you can get anything out of that. I think that the fact that people are terrorized because of this event is wrong, You shouldn't have to worry about Nazis in 2017. If you're Jewish, you shouldn't have to worry about the Ku Klux Klan and people carrying torches, marching in the streets. If you're African American in this country, it's just, there's something inherently wrong about that. And this is one of the easiest things that Donald Trump can do, to condemn this unequivocally and stop trying to draw this false equivalence between both sides. The best thing that he can do to help himself is to denounce this right now, but he won't. He refuses to, and it's because, well, he's probably racist. So, those of you who are defending Donald Trump right now, I think you're being intentionally obtuse, and I don't care if I piss people off by saying that. I mean, both sides are not equal here. You have to speak out against something like Nazism. I mean, it's so easy. It's easy. You can score political points just by condemning them unequivocally. But he won't even do that. That's how stupid and incompetent this joke of a so-called president is. So he's got to resign. It's time for him to go. This is really a turning point, for his administration. We know he's incompetent. We know he's dumb. We know he's racially insensitive. But to not condemn Nazis unequivocally, that is a new low that not even the scumbag Republican Party is willing to stoop to. When you have Mitch McConnell, Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan saying, we're not, we'll go pretty far. We'll strip people off of their health care and make sure they die. We'll, implement voter ID laws to make sure black people are disenfranchised. But we're not going to go there. We're not going to go where Trump just went. We are not going to stand up and defend Nazis as good people. The good people that Donald Trump was speaking about there, they were chanting blood and soil. They were carrying Nazi flags. Those aren't good people. And if Donald Trump can't condemn that, he has no business being in the White House. He's got to resign.
Support this podcast by joining the independent progressive media revolution today at humanistreport.com.